This is the indescribable 1981. Back at y'all again with another video, the indescribable 1981. This may be the last video for the night as I'm on my way to the house, but I was talking to my auntie today, and one thing I told her that I noticed, because I'll be real, I'll be real, and I'll be transparent and honest. A lot of women on earth today that are still ladylike, they don't dress ladylike. There's a lot of women who are still feminine women, but they don't dress ladylike. Now, right now, I can tell you, my grandmother on my mother's side is a little bit different from my grandmother on my father's side. My grandmother on my father's side, she's a ladylike woman, as well as my grandmother on my mother's side. But the grandmother on my father's side, she wore dresses just like a woman, and she also wore pants outfits and stuff like that. I never saw her with jeans, but just the silky outfits like the knickerbockers and stuff that women wear. You know, they come halfway down to the knees, like, and it's kind of like pants for women and stuff like that. You know, made out of cotton or whatever, or linen. But one thing I noticed with my mother's mother, short, bow-legged, my grandma Mary. I'll put a picture of her up on this video. But one thing I noticed about her is that, and my auntie confirmed this today, because it's something I never saw. My grandmother really from South Carolina. My father's mother is from, her family's really from California, but she has like aunties and stuff that's in Carolina by way of California. But my mother's mother, I told my auntie this today, because my auntie wears pants. She wears dresses too sometimes, but it may be around the house. Or if she's going to, like, you know, when she used to go to church or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or going out to eat. But my mother wears pants. My daughter wears pants, especially in school. And, you know, and a lot of my sisters wear pants and stuff like that. And I know that, you know, pants and jeans shouldn't be worn by a woman because of the yeast infection, and their vagina is not able to breathe if they got pants on because of the way pants are built. But when they have a dress on and they have panties and something underneath, because you got the perverts out here want to lift up the dresses and stuff, if they got something on up under there that's loose, like a, you know, their vagina can breathe and they can receive Holy Spirit in a powerful way because they're wearing the right clothing. There's a lot of women out here think that they're serving God in the right way, the Most High Creator, and the Most High Creator don't like for women to wear pants. Women ought to be adorned in little dresses, not little mini skirts, dresses, ladylike, you know, like a real feminine women in dresses. And one thing I was telling my auntie was that out of all y'all that wear pants, sometimes y'all wear dresses. My father's mother, she got dresses in her closet now. She dressed when she go to Bible study and all that. But as far as going out normal places, out in public, going shopping and stuff, my grandma, my father's mother, she usually wears little pants around the house, you know, women pants and stuff like that. You know, but, you know, and nightgowns is different. But I noticed, I'm so sorry it took so long to get through this video to say this, but my mother's mother, I have a picture of her up on here on the thumbnail. I never saw her wear pants. And when she passed away, I want to say at the age of 84, back in September 22nd, 2013, my grandmother still had her natural hair. I never really saw her use like activators and stuff like that She had her natural hair, no bald spots, no alopecia. For her to be a Carolina girl, South Carolina girl, bow-legged, from Florence, South Carolina, or Lake City, South Carolina. For her to be bow-legged and short and such a sweetheart, those big pretty eyes, June 16, born the same day as Tupac. My auntie confirmed it today. And she says, you know what? Your grandma never wore pants. You sure right. I said, yeah, I noticed that. My grandmother never wore pants. I don't care if she was in the house, if she was in church, if she was going to the grocery store, if she was going to the playground with us as grandchildren. My mother's mother never wore pants. She always wore dresses, kept her head covered with a scully or a scarf. She always was in tune with Holy Spirit. And she was born the same day as Tupac, June 16, 1929. And I thought that was amazing because you have rare examples of women out here dressing like traditional women. And I must say this. A lot of y'all might think I'm crazy. You can think I'm bored or whatever. But one time my sister dressed with an old maid dress. It was a nice long dress. And my daddy actually told her, baby, you dress like an old maid. Why you dressing like that? And she told me, and I was like, dang, that messed up. You can't even get nobody a compliment. At least she ain't got no tight skirts on and tight thongs with her ass and pussy and titty and cleavage all hanging out with a Jezebel devil. You know what I'm saying? Could run a demon sperm up in there and rape her and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they done created the lust in them with their body showing. A woman cover up, she command respect. And you gonna come in and say something about traditional this? I love my father. Sometimes we say stuff out the way, you know, to our own people. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. My grandmother never wore pants. My mother's mother. My father's mother wore dresses and pants. But my mother's mother, Grandma Mary Thomas, she one of my spirit guys to watch over. Ralph Herbert Thomas, other video, my granddaddy. My mother's father and my mother's mother. Thumbnails, you know, on this channel here. My mother's mother, my Grandma Mary Thomas, never wore dress. I mean, she never wore pants. She always wore dresses. Pretty dresses. Just like an old Carolina girl with self-respect. And she always would sit, meditate, close her eyes. And I was like, Grandma, you asleep? She was like, nah, I'm not asleep, baby. I'm just resting my eyes. Basically, she was going into quickening state. And all of a sudden, she'll just start humming and singing and rocking. You know, Holy Spirit, you know, come over her. Then she'll start talking about things, just any type of thing, miscellaneous stuff. And it be questions that I be about to ask Grandma, and by her just talking with Holy Spirit, it gets answered right then. I love my grandma, man. She always around me and with me right now, man. She is, man. Even my grandfather, you know, I was there to help both of them, wipe both of their asses. You know, I could have worked in a nursing home facility and stuff like that. Like, I love family. Not to the point where if they not right, I'm going to love them to death instead of giving my life and my vessel as a sacrifice for the Most High Creator. But it's just the fact that I'm a loving person, you know. Some people throw their parents in nursing home and adult living facilities and fuck them. You spend all the money doing wrong, doing dirty. A lot of times, sometimes it may be from karma, how the grandparents were, but a lot of times it's not karma. It's just that they got grandchildren that, you know, had some type of influence, you know, the world influenced them, and then they, oh, my grandparents got money. Well, shit, I ain't finna take care of them. They already old. We just take the money and throw them in a nursing home. You know, and that's not right. So, just made this video, you know, about traditional women. My grandmother, my mother's mother, talk about my father's mother, my mother's mother, South Carolina girl. I never see her wear pants. No type of jean pants. Because she bow-legged. She real bow-legged already. She real bow-legged. You hear me? Like, I want to say parrot-toe bow-legged. Grandma was bow-legged. You know, sexy little old lady now. You know, but my grandma was bow-legged. Very, very pleasant spirit. Sweetheart, man. And I never saw her wear pants. And when my auntie confirmed that today, I was like, wow, Holy Spirit bringing all this back to my memory. I never saw my grandmother Mary wear pants. Only ladylike dresses. Ladylike, a woman, a real woman. My grandma was in tune with Holy Spirit so much, man. The funeral was beautiful. No one cried but like one of my female cousins and my mother because a lot of them was ripping and running, and it was things grandma needed, and I was helping out with my auntie or whatnot. You know, people have busy lives, and you know, the Most High uses who He uses. You know, it's not out of favoritism. It's just, you know, who's ever willing. You know, that's why the Most High is so loving. He still love you the same, even though you may not have been willing, and you might have been caught up or busy. You know, some type of person in the family had some type of love, and we all helped take care of our grandmother little by little. And she wanted a family reunion and certain foods that she wanted to eat, like some butterfish and rutabagas, which wasn't in season at the time. And when the doctor told her she could eat anything, that let me know, okay, she about to transition soon. And man, it's just, my grandmother always wore dresses. I never saw her wear pants. I thought that was amazing when I thought back to it. You know, when Holy Spirit brought it to my memory, I thought that was amazing. And I'll be honest, you give me a woman any day, cover her head. You can see she got that nice shape, just like I Dream of Jeannie. And she got on a long dress, and she covered up. Now, to some people, she may look like a little Raggedy Ann doll, or you know, a Barbie doll with an old maid dress on, however they want to call it, or pick on the women who righteous. Jezebel's always messing with the righteous women, the divine feminines. I'll take that woman any day over a ratchet Jezebel slut who wearing tight clothing, tight dresses and skirts with cleavage, ass, and hips, showing all that, got demons lusting and causing people to sin, where she gonna get punished and judged by the Most High, right along with because it takes two to sin and it takes two to lust. You can sin by yourself by lusting based on how you're looking at things, but when a woman comes out and shows her body, it's almost like it's a forceful way of pushing lust on a man through eyesight, where you know men are visual and they see something out there hanging in their cleavage, they're going to be thinking sexual and lustful. And it's almost like you're assisting a man to sin. So if the man gets in trouble for sinning by the Most High and gets judged, the woman going to get judged worse because she's the most powerful and she led him into that. Just like if you bring a candy around children, you know the children going to be attracted to the candy. So you just as wrong as an adult giving a child candy when you know if they see it, they going to want it. And they going to cry, and they going to get a mother or whoever hell because they can't get that candy. And you know the candy bad for them. So you just as much as wrong as the child is wrong for crying for the candy, knowing that's not for them. So I just thought I'd make this video about my grandmother. I never saw her wear. She always wore long dresses, just like a real righteous, self-respectful woman. Beautiful funeral, man. No crying, no fighting. That meant she had a lot of good karma on earth, and even the funeral was beautiful. So I get back at y'all with another video. Just letting y'all know my grandma wore dresses. I ain't never see her wear pants. It's my mama. So when Holy Spirit come through you and you live right, it don't matter what you say. If a person lived their life and I saw this, Most High be my witness. Any given day, a woman come to me and she got on an old maid dress, and I see her nice, beautiful shape, and she covered righteous from head to toe, like my grandma. Come on, man. I make her wifey, because that's what I want. And with zero social media. I have standards, because I like it pure and righteous. I love y'all.